Cool. So I want to give you a Sunday morning update. Weber State basketball. I was in here watching the women's game yesterday. I really like that coach. They're headed in the right direction. And anyway, but I want to talk Blaise, Threatt, and Big Sky basketball. And you're right before your eyes, you are watching a superstar in the making. And I want to talk about this. I was standing right there when I got the call that Kobe was killed. That was on this day. And tragic. But, there's a fine line between, you remember Kobe, how arrogant he was a young 18-year-old player and whatever. Is it arrogant or is it confidence? We have an 18-year-old player here named Henning, and I talked to him the other day, and I says, a lot of people think he's pretty arrogant, but I don't. And I says, God, you got a lot of confidence for an 18-year-old. I says, we had another player here that people used to say was pretty cocky and pretty arrogant at 18 years old. And he says, oh, yeah, who's that? And I says, that was a guy named Damian Lillard. Oh, he'd tell you right to your face he was playing in the NBA. So this is important because we're watching a superstar in the making. I wouldn't have believed this, last year that he really had a chance to play in the NBA. But he's got a chance to play. We're watching him do this. These numbers don't lie. Me and Bryant, the Standard, were talking about this yesterday. We've only had 2 triple-doubles since they started keeping the stat. I says, well, we know the stats weren't. It's like when they say there's only been X amount of quadruple-doubles in the NBA history because, they didn't start keeping stats until 1974. We know that Will Chamberlain probably had about 100 of them. Well, at least 50 of them. And so, but anyway, his line, people are about paying it. He's a point guard, and he's the leading rebounder. He almost got the triple-double yesterday. He came that fucking close down there. And now remember the 2 home games, he got the stomach virus that's going around, which is contagious. Fuck, I got it about a month ago. It don't last that long, but it's wicked. Whew. So he bounces back, and here's Duff, which I'm not a fan of Duff's at all. And he, in his game interview, he says, well, Blaise didn't play very good. What? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? The game they lost at Portland. The thing I don't like is he blames fucking players. And it really pisses me off, actually. But anyway, I'm like, didn't play well, Portland. Fuck, he had 22 points, 7 fucking rebounds, and 4 fucking assists, and I think a couple steals. That's not playing fucking good. Look in the fucking mirror, Duff. And so anyway, somebody's carrying on about Randy, and let's get real. I was close with Randy Ray. I knew Randy Ray before he even got the job here. And anyway, Randy Ray as a person is one of my favorite people ever involved at this university. I love Randy Ray as a person because he always, when I got cancer and I was fucking dying and sucked up, he was always looking out for me. And that was at 2011, 2012. And even after that, first thing, he would always come out. I helped recruit Joe Ballenboy, and the first one that met him here, freaking. But I never was a fan of Randy Ray's coaching style. He's called slugging rats. He wanted to win 64-63. But Duff compared to Randy Ray's John Wooden compared to Duff. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like Duff. I really like Duff as a person. His personality. He's a great person, but this isn't a fucking personality. Number 1 and number 2, this rah-rah fucking feel-good fairy tale fucking fan bullshit. We don't pass out fucking participation fucking trophies at this fucking level. Oh no, this is the whole fucking enchilada. This is big-time fucking basketball. Big-time fucking college basketball with a lot on the fucking line. A lot on the line. So, Big Sky basketball, I really believe it this year. There is 7 or 8 players in this league. I think the top 7 or 8 players are the best maybe in the history of the league. That player over at Northern Colorado, which I love Smiley. Smiley used to coach here. He's an excellent coach. Fuck that guy. That player they got over there is some kind of fucking player. The player down there at Northern Arizona. Oh, I think he'll play in the NBA. That dude is something else. The player they have at Idaho State. Whoa. There's 7 or 8. I think you take the top 7 or 8 players in the Big Sky this year. I think you're talking the top 7 or 8 players maybe in the history of the fucking league. That's saying a lot. This team, Blaise didn't play in those 2 games when they got beat here at home. Now, they play at home this week. We'll see if this bounces him. He shuffled the lineup about time. You know, here's the thing where they really underestimate, too. Alex, too. I know Alex, too, very, very personally, very well. I've known him the whole time. He's like one of my favorite players ever played here. He's got a great fucking sense of humor, a great personality, and he's tougher than fuck. You got to be in this league. That's what they don't get. I think Duff didn't get that when he put him down on the bench. There are things that don't show up on the stat line that he fucking does. He's physical as fuck in there. You know, I like Vooch, but Vooch, defensive, he's got a ways to go. He can't play away from the fucking rim. Well, you know, they don't have big guy play around. But the thing that's improved, and I want to talk about Blaise. I met Blaise right there when he first came here. Now, I got trapped here. I'd be teaching in fucking Austria. I'd be teaching in Europe. That was the plan. I was headed out. I was just polishing up some IT skills. Fucking after they railroaded me at the #1 school business in the fucking country. When Dr. Cooley, I ran that show. Now they're under investigation for selling state secrets to China. We were the #1 school business in the country for all those fucking years. I was the guy. They railroaded me because I wouldn't switch to supply chain and go to this outsourcing to fucking this thieving rip-off fucking Chinese fucking Warren Buffett's fucking furniture factory bullshit. I was pissed. So they railroaded me. So I'm like, okay, go do my fucking thing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I was polishing up some fucking IT skills, you know, and I had the big broad fucking in this incredible university. I did biology, finance, the legendary Clyde Cooley, and fine art. You know, and so my education is broad as fuck, but they hate me around here. I don't real much give a fuck. I'm born and raised in fucking Ogden. This is our university. I like all these mucks that think it's theirs. No, this university belongs to the taxpayers of fucking Weber County in Ogden, Utah, and the student body. This is a fucking public. We ain't fucking Harvard. We ain't Stanford. We ain't fucking Wharton. We don't want to be. Wharton was our sister school, by the way, in those days, and we would always beat them. Not via the test. So here I want to talk about Blaise. Blaise gets here. Blaise is starting to remind me a lot of the incredible Dillon Jones. Now, Dillon Jones might get an NBA ring. Dillon Jones, I still say Dillon Jones will end up being a point guard, but he plays for OKC. You seen that fucking point guard for OKC? Dumbass fucking Jazz. He put 54 on. A point guard put 54 up. Ho, 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 ho. So he doesn't get to play much, you know, but don't fix what ain't broke. That team's got the best record in the NBA. He might have, well, are they going to win it? Fuck, they very well might. They have a good GM. They have fucking great coaching staff. They're dynamic. They're fucking smart. But first, by the way, all these fuckers have bet me around here on Dillon Jones being a first fucking rounder. Nobody fucking, even all that sports writer, everybody all argued with me, including the scumbag Jazz fucking scouts. They are fucking morons. God, that team sucks. Why would you fucking trade Donovan? I'd get into that too. Why they traded Donovan Mitchell. It had nothing to do with the way he plays. The BYU Jazz, by the way, us here, we don't like BYU. I remember being here when Danny Ainge was playing the NCAA tournament. And I believe it was Clemson. And all the other things, we thought, well, fuck, this is Utah. You guys be all cheering for BYU. And everybody was booing BYU and fucking cheering for them. I said, no, we hate BYU. But another big fucking mistake the Utah Jazz made selling it to the fucking BYU. Fuck people in Ireland, fuck you. We can't stand that fucking. So, you know, of course, we have to root them in football because Jay Hill fucking is our, you know, we're always going to stay loyal to him. Best coach in the history of this fucking school, one of them. Well, football for sure. And so, Blaise, 3. We're watching a superstar be born right in front of us. So, I'm coming here on the bus right here to go to the, I'm literally connected to that fucking hospital. Literally. I got AML leukemia in 2011, give 2 months to fucking live. The irony is I'm talking to the new kid because I would always save KWCR over this fucking era to do the play-by-play. Manny Gonzalez would always ask me. I'll do it because, I mean, we had it and they sold the signal off. The new kid that's running KWCR is from out where and I just found this out. He had a fucking transplant, leukemia, at the same room that I was in. So they're trying to make a comeback. You know, we're trying to buy the signal back. And, of course, the fucking Utah State legislature and the school, bootlicker Brad Mortensen, won't play ball with us. You know, they killed the diversity center, and that diversity center took a lot of hard work, you know. With those young women were fantastic. You know, they set in, they did all that work, and they fucking, you're not going to give us 100. I mean, the money they fucking blow. So I'm like, well, do a fundraiser. People of Ogden, 88.1 the beat. By the way, I was doing the call with my 88.1 beat shirt on in the Anthony Johnson Damian Lillard game. I still have it, and I had Damian sign it. So, a superstar is being born. Look at his fucking numbers. Look across the numbers. People are ignoring his rebounding ability. Well, he had a hell of a fucking teacher. Playing behind with Dillon Jones last year was the greatest thing that ever happened to that young guy. You know, I told him the other day, I think you're better than your old man. He laughed. But I was taking the bus right there, and I didn't really know who he was. I was on the bus, and he says, hey, he knew who I was. You know, because I cover these guys. Always have. And he's like, hey, we're having a scrimmage in here tomorrow. I would sure like it if you came. And I says, well, I don't like going to fucking practice, you know, unless I'm invited. I mean, Randy Ray used to invite me all the time. Kevin, come to practice, check these guys out, see what you think. Okay, but I would never go unless he invited me. I don't like to intrude. I don't like to get in their space, coach's space, you know. A lot of them fucking still up practice. And so, well, I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to one of the coach. I'll have to talk to Eric before I fucking do that. No, I'm inviting you. I just invited you, he said. Okay, I'll come. So I went into the front of the office and I talked to Eric before that. I said, okay, if I come, I don't want to come. You know, there's people who just walk in there. Of course, you know, some people are grandfathered in, fucking 100 years old. They deserve it. But I go in there and one of the young coaches, I won't say who the fucking asshole was, got in my face. I told him to fuck off. Because don't fucking talk to me like that, number one. You can come up here and have a normal comment, but don't come get in my fucking face. You know, that's the way Big Sky basketball is. Do not kid yourself. This is Ogden, Utah. This is Big Sky basketball. You better be a tough motherfucker or go home. This fucking city's tough as fucking nails. Do not kid yourself. Big Sky basketball, put a football helmet on. That's all I got to tell you. And I tell young players that. So, and that's the first time I watched Blaise play, and I was like, whoa, you look good. You look real. And I remember telling Kev, I'm like, no, this guy can play. He's Siddell's fucking son. And so last year, he was pretty good. Well, Dillon was outstanding. Unbelievable. And they still lost. They folded up like a vanilla envelope. Like they always fucking do. You know? Me and Randy Ray got into a huge fucking argument fucking after that loss at Xavier. By the way, they haven't made the tournament fucking since then. But anyway, it is what it is. So, watching Blaise, here's the thing, and people don't know this, and that's why I want to talk about this and help these players out, because that's what sports writers are supposed to do, is fucking tell the truth and the reality. Fucking, and we don't have any. I mean, Brent does his thing here. I like him, you know. He's one of the best ones in the state, but that's not saying a hell of a lot. Gordon Monson, David fucking Locke, oh, fuck, that's bad shit. So, anyway, so here's the thing. Dillon Jones got so dedicated the last couple of years he was here. I mean, just study his ass, a 4.0 student. You know, one professor gave him a B+, I guess. But anyway, I started to see this with Blaise. Focus. In fact, I was here one morning doing a seminar, and there he is running. And it's hotter than fuck. It's early Sunday mornings. And I'm like, whoa. This guy is fucking focused like fucking Dillon Jones focused. Now, Damian Lillard, well, not so much on academics. I mean, I think he was a good student. But still focused. I mean, that dude was a freak as far as fucking workout. Damian Lillard's conditioning fucking regiment started here. Here. He was a skinny kid when he got here. Fucking wasn't no skinny kid when he left. Fuck, I mean, that dude fucking lived in the fucking weight room here. And, well, it's paid off as far as longevity. Fuck, look at the guy. And he's been in the NBA how long? Holy fuck. Fuck. So he says, how long are you going to play? And then he's going to come coach here. Because he said he's going to coach here, which there's no doubt in my mind. But I'll probably, I think Dillon will, after I'm dead and gone. We're old, but Blaise reminds me of Dillon. His numbers are similar. And I was telling Brent yesterday, we haven't had but 2 triple doubles in the history of the school. The last one was the great Eddie Gill. You know, in '99, Eddie Gill played in the NBA. How long? Fuck, a long fucking time. And by the way, he was here for the alumni game a few years ago, and he looks like he could still play in the NBA. I'm like, whoa, that's an athlete. But we're seeing a superstar being born. I wouldn't have believed this a year ago. You know, maybe even earlier this year that he had a chance to be playing the NBA. Oh, I do now. Just watching him, he's progressed. The way he drives in the lane and the way he can go fucking 6 feet up on the glass. I mean, the ball will hit so high off the glass and go in. He's got the angles, but the thing that has improved him tremendously, everybody backs off him as a point because he could fucking go by with that dribble by anyone. His first fucking step, I think it's even better than Dillon's. And, well, we know what Dillon's first fucking step was, but Dillon didn't give a fuck if you're on. Dillon would go fight you at the fucking rim. Dillon would fight you at the fucking rim. Rebound, Adrian Dantley like. Fucking. By the way, another thing people don't realize, we lost Coach Daniels. Fuck, he's a great fucking coach here. You know, that was the mentor to Dillon Jones. Was Eric Daniels. For real. Eric Daniels created Dillon Jones. He's at Utah State. Fuck, you don't think they got players? Fuck, that Martinez gift. They're fucking good. We'll see if they always choke in the tournament, but at least they're going to go to the tournament. So, watching him, I'm watching this, and me and Brent was talking about yesterday. I says, no, he's going to start picking up triple doubles. Fuck, he almost had one yesterday. What he's done, they'll pull all the way back off him. Fucking just leave him on there at the 3-point line. He couldn't make them before. Oh, he fucking knocks him down now. You know, so he's developed that. He's beyond a force to be reckoned with. But the Big Sky's got several of them. I mean, him down at fucking Northern single-handedly, Arizona beat Weber down there. I mean, that dude's a one-man wrecking crew. So is that great player they have at Northern. Holy fuck. He's got a chance in the NBA. The fucking player at Idaho State. Weber beat Idaho State. Dyson Kohler had that incredible fucking game up there. And then we finally got V. We can't use VV because I used to call him VV. You know, we call him V for 3, VV. Well, we got 2 VVs. Now, Vooch is a VV too. He had 21 yesterday. Well, they finally fucking start. See, I'm not a big fan of this popping in a transfer player for 1 year. Like we did Brown. He was good. McEwen from fucking Canada, which was an excellent player, but I'm really not a fan of it. You know, I'm a fan of guys that fucking come here as freshmen and stay. You know? Now, Blaise is a unique situation. Blaise got hurt. Got sick in high school, right out of high school. So he had to go play D2. He played against his old team. He was sick and he was hurt. We're damn lucky we got him. But that's another thing. People don't come here. The OGX bus drops off right there. It's free from downtown Ogden. So I'm like, I told Compton, I told these guys, listen, name the bus the D Events Center Express. Downtown, get downtown Ogden. I mean, it's all apartments. Everybody lives downtown Ogden. Going to the bars, going to the restaurants, going to the cafes, going to the cafes. There ain't no cafes. To the restaurants and the apartment complexes and start advertising. Hey, free bus right here. Free bus right there. Drop you off right here. That's the problem. They don't ever. People, I mean, I talk about fucking Dillon. We got an NBA first rounder here. What? People right here in Ogden. I mean, South Ogden's a little bubble up here on the fucking hill. Fuck, come on, man. You know, this venue's incredible. Incredible. And as far as recruiting, we'll always get recruits. Jerrick Harding to my face. And I know Jerrick, by the way, I think he's the best player in the entire continent of Europe. He's something else, fucking. Got to go with that left, Jerry. Fuck, he's a superstar. Think he's having a happy life? Fuck. Where's the headband now? I used to call him Tiny Nate Archibald, too. Why'd you come to Weber State? Because Damian Lillard's my favorite player. You think Damian Lillard's a recruiting tool? You think? You think? How about that building? You ever went in there? You know what that building is? Fuck, looks like the day it was built. I worked on that building when it was fucking being built. It's like Fort Knox. It's so beautiful. It's so incredible. That venue's spectacular. You don't think these young guys walk in there and like, whoa. Didn't Damian Lillard play here? Didn't Dillon Jones play here? Uh, didn't we have 13, 14 players in Europe playing? Didn't Joe Bollenboy playing here? Didn't Scotty Bamforth playing here? Jeremy Siegel, great careers in fucking Europe. The brand of basketball is fucking growing exponentially around the world. It's not all about the fucking NBA. You know, there's plenty of fucking opportunities. There's lots of Big Sky players playing around. So the Big Sky, so we don't get participation fucking trophies around here. Fucking, I mean, put up or, you know, this is fucking big time college basketball. These are fucking grown men. You know, and the coaches need to fucking start out. And coaches don't, I mean, I hate to say it, but fuck, you don't win at this fucking venue, whatever. I mean, Randy stayed too long, but at least he got us to the tournament a few times. Of course, we laid eggs, but me and Randy got in a big fight right over here, and he's like, oh, we just don't have the fucking talent like when you worked for fucking a bag. I says, work for a bag? Then you mean fuck did all his dirty work, fucking. These fuckers don't ever fucking give me shit. I says, oh, you don't get players? You mean like Damian Lillard? And he got all pissed. I mean, we get players. This team's loaded with great fucking players. Got to keep them. You know, I know all these guys personally. Fucking bunch of good fucking players. Bunch of really good fucking players. Fucking, we need some fucking coaches. By the way, we have great alumni here. Ben Howland played here. You don't think he's a superstar fucking coach? Oh, fuck, look what he's done. Went to the Final Four, I think, at least 3 times. Pittsburgh, fuck, UCLA. I remember being at that game. I was at that game when we played UCLA with the great Dave Patton. Fuck, I think it was 26-3. Well, Russell Westbrook coming off the fucking bench. But Ben Howland, offer him the fucking job. What about Guy Beach? He played here. What about Guy Beach? What about the great, great, great Dick Hunsaker? I think he lives right there. He played here. What a great, oh, let's see. He only went to the Final 8. You think that guy can coach? I fucking guarantee he could fucking coach. We need alumnus. We need Ogden. We need fucking Utah. You know, Jimmy DeGraffeney, born and raised here. Ronna Baglin, born and raised here. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. We got tons of fucking things, you know, and this ain't anything against Eric. I like Eric. But you got to win, man. And then they wonder why the fucking building's empty. You know how many home games they've won this year? If you take away the 4 D2 schools, people ain't going to fucking get into fucking them beating a D2 school. I mean, I'm all for it, you know, playing, whatever. None. God, every time they have a big game here, it's just like football. Every time they pack in the fucking house, they lay a fucking egg. There's a lot of skirts. So the whole enchilada, watching a superstar being born, I would have never believed it, but I believe it now. Me and Brent were talking about it yesterday. You're seeing a superstar be fucking born right before your eyes. You know, Big Sky basketball is the best kept, well, so is football. It's the best kept fucking secret in fucking sport. Oh, it's intense. And the fucking players and the athletes. So, I really think this year, that top fucking 6, 7 fucking players is probably the top best 6, 7 players you could take out of any Big Sky era, any Big Sky year. I think it's this year. Fuck, there's some fucking players. So you get to watch them play here. They're at home Thursday and Saturday. You know, I got stuck here. I'm tied to that hospital, literally. You know, AML leukemia, de novo, fucking, fuck. I've had open heart surgery twice. The chemo took out my fucking aortic valve. I have a pacemaker now. I took out my gallbladder, ruptured my surgery, fucked up my esophagus. I mean, I'm literally connected to the hip, so I've made the best, most of it, because I planned on bolting. I was headed to Europe, but I'm born and raised here, and I'm literally, talking about my home away from home, the hospital. And, you know, Randy Ray was always fucking good to me, always checking on me, whatever. So was Dillon Jones. Dillon was always checking up on me. Always. And you know who else was? Who I fucking absolutely loved. I think he's my favorite broadcaster here ever. And I love Carl. Carl does great work, RT. But Steve, wasn't that a fantastic human being? One of my favorite people ever my whole life. Klauke, who was tragically killed this year. You know, we should be wearing patches on our uniforms for him. tragically hit by a car and fucking killed. He was in the crosswalk in fucking broad daylight. I love that guy. There goes the phone ringing. So the great Dave Clowkey is see. The thing you're ignoring, what as Clowkey used to call it, another carom collection. He used to call, that's what he called rebounds. Dillon Jones with another carom collection, the double-double king. Well, the thing you're ignoring on Blaise 3, he's a leading rebounder. He's the point guard on this team. That first step towards the rim, it's unstoppable. So they're going to have to start double teaming, and I guarantee because they over-scout in this league. And they'll start fucking double teaming. So you fucking guards, you off guards, you 2, you 3, knock down them fucking shots because you're going to. That's what happened yesterday. That's exactly what happened yesterday. They're having to pull off and fucking go after fucking Blaise, and they're kicking. And V was finally getting some fucking open looks. You think that he needed that game? You ain't know he's good. Just a matter of confidence. You know, it's hard to move clear from film. He and I was talking. I told him, you been there yet? No. They don't even know what it is. I'm like, you been up to Powder Mountain and Snow Basin? No. Why is not the school fucking taking them on a fucking trip up there just to ride the tram, just to look? They don't have to ski and break their legs. But, I mean, you're talking, these guys are Scandinavians. They're Europeans. Fuck, you don't think they grew up in fucking skiing and fucking mountains? Take them up there to the fucking venue. We're talking the fucking best fucking, well, they've ruined it as far as price goes and Greed Hasty. I guess you don't want to take them up the Powder Mountain Road and scare the fuck out of them. Road's scary, but I'd be taking them up there at least to look at it and see, you know. So he needed that game B, but hang in there, this fucking team. Fucking, maybe that's the fucking game that'll bounce him, you know. Again, it was 2 last place teams, but we'll see. I really believe it. I would have never fucking believed it a year ago. But watching this happen, and me and Brent was talking about it, I says, now we're watching a superstar in the fucking make. This guy's been so fucking dedicated. I mean, he's all in. All fucking in. You know, he's got the resume. He's got everything. But I wouldn't have believed it, but I'd believe it now. Bet you anything right now, any of you fuckers that never paid the stake at the timber mine. Of course, I had my esophagus worked on, so maybe I won't choke at the timber mine again like I did last time. Whoa. None of them ever paid. I'll bet you right now, because I sit on the front row. I sit right there. You sit on press row. Bet you NBA scouts are showing up to these fucking games. Because he's got people's attention. You know, those numbers don't lie. The line does not lie. Fuck. The whole enchilada. Gotta go with that left, Jerrick. Fuck, what players we get to see here. And people don't know about it. They don't do a decent job advertising the quality of athletes here. So, Lillard, Dillon Jones. You think we got another one? I do. Blaise Threatt. Stand tuned.